So, welcome back to another G.R.Railways. Today we're doing something very, very different, and today we are going to be walking the dinorwic quarry of North Wales. As you can see, the weather is a bit hit and miss. It's typical Welsh weather, but it's alright. We're going to do it. So we're going to walk over to there, up by the lake, and then go up one of the old quarrymen's trails and get up to the top where you can't even see the top because it's all misty. And there you can see Vivian Quarry in the back. That's now closed off, you can't go there because of unstable rocks, unfortunately, so we won't be going there today. And of course I'm out of breath already, you've got the Slate Museum over there, and it should be nice. Yeah, I'll show you a bit more of Vivian. So I don't know quite a bit about the quarries, but you'd think that is massive, but then you have to see the size of what's behind them trees. But yeah, so if you don't already know, dinorwic quarry I think was over 300 years of work and employed over 3,000 men to work these mountains in all weather conditions. And unfortunately some did lose their lives whilst mining and quarrying for the stuff what goes on the roof of your house. But if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't have what we've got today. And of course, if it wasn't for the railway, it wouldn't have been able to get off them hills and onto our roofs. Oh look, it's starting to rain now. Good thing we're all dressed up. So you have to imagine the kind of stuff what they had to go through whilst mining such mineral, but how much wastage there was as well. Because I don't know if you can see, it's a bit misty, but all that there is waste rock. That's enough a mountain on itself. So here we are, nice little building. We're on the opposite side of the lake at the moment, so I'm not sure what this building is. Probably just something to do with the farm, but it's quite nice. All dry stone slate, all dry slate walls. It's amazing. And yeah, I'll film some more when we get to the railway. I thought this was cool. And walking up to the gate now to cross over to get to the actual quarry itself. If I give it a pull, you can see there they've used an old chair off a sleeper, which I think was cool. That, I presume, is off the old Limpaddon Lake Railway, which was a 4-foot gauge line taking the slate from this quarry here all the way down to Port Dinorwic, so it can then be loaded up onto ships and then took across the world. Here we are at the quarry, the Slate Museum. As you can see, I'm not going to show that because I've been there every year for 20 years going, so that way you go. This Slate Quarry used to be the old workshops. We're going to be going this way. Have to go up them stairs there, but first I'm just going to show you the views. Here's over the one side. It's absolutely stunning, and you can see there's dinorwic and the power station over there. But yeah, these views are just phenomenal. You've got, I think that's Snowdon in the foreground, in the back, sorry, over there. And yeah, and here's Limpaddon, and over that side you can't really see. It's a bit of a river which takes you over to where the Lake Railway is. So off and up with the waste slate piles there. Absolutely amazing how much slate they've been able to remove. Before we go up, we're going to have to read this because it is a dangerous site. You only stick to the paths, do not go off, because there has been recent rock falls as well and some of the inclines in the buildings have been unstable, so keep that in mind whilst travelling. Where we're walking up now is where the quarrymen used to come up into the quarry. As you can see, just walked up there And you can see, because it's not looked after, the ground is a bit treacherous. There's a loose rock on the floor, but it should be alright. I'll sound like Bear Grylls then for a minute. Oh. And apologies if all you hear is some breathing in some shots. It's because I am not the fittest, well, I'm pretty unfit at the moment, and I'm not used to walking. I'm out of breath already, just walking up them bloody stairs. But just think, one of these rocks fall, all of that is coming down, and that is not cool. Haven't made it a far way up, but more stairs. But look at the view. I sacrifice my breath and my lung capacity for the view. It's stunning. We're almost to the top. As you can see, well, that doesn't quite look to the top, but it's just around that corner, I think. My glasses see me up, can't see the screen. But I've just had to come and sit down because I'm too unfit for this, but I want to do it, so I'm doing it. So yeah, up and onwards. Here we are at the top of the, well, I think it's the first incline, because you've got the old winding house there, but I'll show you where I've walked from. If we can see, one of them white buildings just above this pointer is where I come from, so I had to walk all the way down through there, through the Slate Museum, and then clamber up a literal mountain up the old quarryman's route. So yeah, let's go and have a look. This is the top of that waste pile. And you can kind of imagine there would have been rail going along there, and they would come, push the wagon, tipped it, and done the same here as well. And there's another one there. So yeah, but look at the size of some of them slates. It's massive. But anyway, so let's go up here. I'm going to be witnessing this for the first time, as much as you also, if you haven't already been up here, obviously. But oh wow, look at that, in not very good condition at all. Well, as you can see, that's a new chain on there, so that's been recently put up. And you've got this, look at this lovely stairs, bridge, what goes around there. And yeah, so I'm going to go over this bridge, see if we can find a way onto that bit there, because I want to have a look. So yeah, let's have a look. I just went over the bridge, come down, and here we are. So you can imagine, obviously there would have been rail coming along here with probably finished slate. I'm not sure what that is. It's funny. And there's some big overhanging slates, very precarious up on there. You've got some sort of hut here. I'll see if we can, oh there we go, a wide angle, even better. So then here, if we walk along, go underneath the bridge, you can see where they would have had the wagons coming up, probably finished slate, I'm not sure. But yeah, it was such a shame to see it in this sort of state. Here we go. I don't know if you can hear the hissing, but that's the Snowdonian Mountain Railway, what you can hear. Such a shame to see such history, well, this is our history, just disappearing. No attempt to preserve it at all. I ain't going to go in because it's very obviously unstable. But yeah, even down to such things as a post, they've made it look nice because they can. Oh, I can hear some people. It's alright. We're going to have a look around here now. Oh, shit. Oh. Oh, such a shame. But again, look at the views. gorgeous. So is on one of the other waste heaps. You can see the old workshops down there, the old Victorian workshops down there. And there's part of the G.R.Railway, that little squiggly line in the middle. But yeah, I'm usually scared of heights, but I'm alright with this, and we are pretty high. I'm not going, obviously not going to the edge, I'm sticking to the path. But you can just see the remnants of what used to be there. Now gone, all covered by trees. It's crazy how nature can reclaim things so fast. I'm not going to walk to the edge no more than this. But yeah, you can see the Slate Museum down there. If you ever get a chance to go, I'd go, because the amount of history and information what they've got there is amazing. But yeah, let's go back and let's walk a bit more. This is going to be quite a long video because I'm going to be out all day, and it's, what time is it now? I think, yeah, it's just gone 10:30. I've been out since 9. Obviously I've done some other bits. It took me an hour and a half to come out. It's took me about half an hour to walk that so far, because I'm not rushing. I won't be coming back for a long time, probably next year. But yeah, as you can see, more of the incline. I'll just keep getting distracted. But yeah, I won't be coming back for a very, very long time, because I think it's time to close the book on a chapter of what used to be a big part of my life, and now it's just time to move on and not forget. I will definitely be coming back, just not anytime soon. The power of steam ricocheting through the mountains. Yeah, I might hear a whistle in a minute. Oh no. It's just amazing. The way it's echoing through the valleys. Through all this. A minute, listen to that. Amazing. He's inside that little building next to the incline. Oh, the winding house for the incline. Yeah, I don't really want to go in. Yeah, it's alright, it's got no roof in, but nothing's stopping these walls from collapsing. I think that was a window so they could see, say if it's got really bad weather, see if anyone's coming around. Because if you see, if you come around here, you can see how it curves around. So yeah, I'll never know unless someone wants to tell me what it was, because it's very peculiar and shaded. Yeah, we're going to go around here, see where this takes us, and get some beautiful footage. And the weather has decided to clear. There is a big, oh hiccup, excuse me. There is a big fat cloud right over there, but it's alright. I've got all my waterproofs. Oh wow, I don't know if you can just see around the corner. But yeah. And oh look. That looks to be, oh, I'm not sure. It's really ornate. It's probably a part of a wagon. That would be so cool if it was, because it got the other part over there. It's the right sort of length, and that's the right sort of width. That was probably part of that. Should we have a look? Right, I'm going to pause it here, have a quick look, and then see if we can distinguish or give an idea on what I think it might be. Or it could be a part of the electrics. I'm just thinking by how they've actually decided to put some design actually into these posts. It might have been a wagon, but again, we will never know. Good old graffiti, we all love that, don't we? Nope. Just defaces such things that don't need to be defaced. But yeah, I'm just here. Ground's a bit sculpture. So yeah, I've come quite prepared. I've got my water. I've had something to eat, so I should be alright for the rest of the day. Oh, look. Yeah, that's part of the electrics or something. But yeah, well, as you can see, we just come round the corner and we are greeted with this behemoth. Oh, you'll just notice. I don't know if you can see. See all the goats. But yeah, this was one of the second largest quarries in the world. Of course, the largest slate quarry in the world. Sorry, Penryn being the first, but this is better than Penryn. You've got to say. Oh, I've just noticed something. But yeah, so here we are. It's very cool. As you can see, this is my nerdy side coming out of here. Not sure what they would have been. Probably abutments for something, because there's a big post there. Oh, wicked. My rail nerd and history nerd is coming out at me at the same time. But yeah, you can see over the years where it's all worn down with hundreds and probably a few hundred tons a day coming over these. Looks like a crossover, I think. Obviously missing. Oh no, there's some there as well. I like having a stick. I can move things without touching it. Yeah, there's still some rail there. But also got a beautiful angel. Couldn't have done that any better. But let's have a quick look. There's a lot of subsidence on this little building. But as you can see, not sure what it would have been for. Probably TNT. It's still TNT, I'm not sure. But that's not going to be up for much longer. You can see it's actually leaning to the right, to the left, sorry. I'm a bit dyslexic there. But if turning around here, look what's in there. An old wagon. So let's go over. Being careful not to trip. See the remnants of another old building here. Obviously had some sort of purpose. But I no longer know. What's this? I like it seeing out what things are. But yeah, this is cool. You can see why this was left. Oh god, cobweb. Just put through a nice cobweb. Nice. But yeah, this is so cool. You can see why this is left. The axle boxes have snapped. No, one's missing, another one's cracked. That's what they used to look like, obviously. But this is one of the old rubbish wagons. Which, see these little hoops, say like if it was a quarry such as Vivian Quarry, where there was no direct access full rail, they would have a big massive crane basically stretching the top of the quarry, which would have lowered and picked up the slate wagons when needed and then took off by a little quarry hundslet such as Alice or some other one, and yeah, and then dumped onto one of them sites. But yeah, that's so cool. It's a shame it's still up here, but it's good that it's still up here, because then you know it's safe, but not for longer, because the weather is taking its toll. As you can see, it's very rusty. So as you can see here is on the other side of that diamond crossing, by the looks of it, there's some more remnants of rail, and if we look up, I think this is the start of an incline. As it goes up, it's the right sort of width, but we're gonna go this way for now, explore this part, come back and then possibly go up there, but I'm not sure yet. Over the fence. As you can see, it's very trodden on in the past. You do not want to be falling down there. That is quite so far. That's quite far down, isn't it? But yeah, it's really cool. Never mind, it still hasn't gone back. But see here, probably where a sleeper would have been. The chair would have been put in on the rails. that's been moved. That's fresh. Someone's moved that. But yeah, very cool. Very cool indeed. Just gonna carry on. So far there's nothing really until if I see something I'll film it. So as you can see here, I've just found a chair which obviously would have carried rail all the way down around into that incline over just down there. As you can see, I've walked a bit more, a bit drudgery today, I don't know why. I've walked a bit more and here we come to the goats. I love goats, but these goats are wild, I think, which is quite lovely, majestic creatures. It's crazy because they can climb all of that with ease. And there's more. There's an old building up there, old walkway. I'm not going to walk up it because it's on the side of a waste heap, loose rock waste heap. But yeah, we're just going to carry on walking and enjoy the views. Oh, sorry. So before we just have a look what I've found, here's some more of the quarry, and that down there is a sheer drop, and it must, I don't know, must be over 100-foot drop. So you don't want to be going down there. As you can see, here we go. If I just put you on, oh, then that zoom, there we go, onto wide angle, you can see some more unknown buildings. Look, oh look, there's a wire. Is it one of the ones what you have to stand on and then it does something? But yeah, our fireplace, it's amazing. And then we've got this. This is the best condition building I've seen since I've been here. So yeah, not sure what it was. Oh, look what I've just found. Another chair. That's cool. These fruits that have chairs, I think, it was more of a permanent line, and it shows that this would have been where obviously the locos would have brought the slate. Yeah, look. Let's see if we can have a look in there. Where the locos would have drove on and stuff like that. And oh wow. Obviously it's not picking it up properly on camera. Oh, here we go. Yeah, look. Some more stuff there, we're gonna have a look. Looks like this is where all the goats sleep because all this is goat poop. But yeah. Amazing. Massive engine. Obviously I'll get some photos. So what I think this could be is when an air compressor, because most of the tools here worked on air. Obviously this would have compressed the air into this pipe which goes into that big air canister right there, which is absolutely massive. Oh, it does smell in here. I won't be staying in here for long because there's no airflow. Got the electrics over there, but you can see this would have been also a generator. Here's your, oh, there's your magnets and your motor. This is all your electric part. I forgot what it's called. This is your coils. But yeah, so this would have obviously supplied the building with, well, the site with the electricity, must do. Well, this side of the site. But yeah, the low light's very crap. I'll get some photos and then I'll put them in the video for you. Just got some photos. And now let's go on. There's a door over there, so we're gonna go and have a look. Look at all this. Wow, it's very spooky as well. It's like you turn a corner and you think, oh crap, there's something here. But yeah, I'm gonna have to turn the light on. Oh, 1 second. I have to put you into 1080. But here we go. I would turn the light on. It's very dark in here. Obviously, I can see much. Look at this. Remnants of a boiler. And this is your old blacksmith. Oh, I'm not even showing you, I'm too bothered looking. This is absolutely amazing. So yeah, obviously you would have had your like another table underneath with your coals in, and your blacksmith would have been working away. Some more, looks like an anvil or a grip of some sort. Absolutely amazing. Another workbench, and the roof is made using literal trees, massive tree trunks. That one looks a bit bowed, but this has to be the best condition building I've been in for, well, since I got here. Look at all this. This is so cool. Just gotta hop over this pipe. Look at this. Here's your nice steam engine. Amazing. If we go down here a bit more. Here's a nice big steam engine. Look at that. Nice flywheel. I can't really see if it, yeah, look. There's your piston. If anyone knows any more about all this, then please tell me. But here's the brand. Imperial Type 10, made in New York. So it's American, I'm surprised. But yeah, there's the outside. But yeah, I'll get some more photos. It's just crazy to think that all this used to look like that. How humans can move such matter so much in. To be honest, 300 years in human history isn't a long time. A lot can happen through then, but in Earth years, that's nothing, that's a blink. So what humans have been able to do is amazing. Yeah, look. That looks like it used to be a part of that, but obviously it's collapsed. This is why I'm trying not and go beyond the fences. Stick to the paths. So I just came up that little killer of a hill, and I'm so tempted to go along there because there's stuff over there as well, but I'm not going to because that looks like a fresh rockfall and I'm not going across it, and plus I'd have to walk along the cliff edge, and that is that 100-foot drop along there. If I was an experienced rock climber, then yeah, but not today. But we've got to walk up here, see where that little black dot is. We're going up there. That's the person. I don't know if you can zoom in. Yeah, there you go. That's the person. So we're going to be walking up here and hopefully get some more beautiful views. So I'm on top of that from down there. I'm up onto another part of a further upper level, and looks the remnants of an old incline here. I'm not sure. Got a brick wall, which is unusual. I'm surprised that they didn't build it out of slate. But yeah, we're gonna go over that little precarious bit of slate over there and have a look at some of the buildings over there. My guess is this is a much older part of the quarry because of how much nature has managed to reclaim, and judging by the size of some of the trees, they look like they've been here for quite a long time. Yeah, look at that nice river. They look like they've been here for quite a long time, but then again, given the right conditions, they can grow so fast. And just looking at this building over here. Oh, looks like, I'm not saying it's old, but probably someone's been sleeping over here. Probably someone used to, a homeless person. Oh, I'm not going to go in. Yeah, look. Not going to go in because I don't fancy finding a dead body. Here we are, yes. Anyway, besides that, this is an incline here. Only a little one, but it's been washed away as it goes down. That's quite a new pipe, that's a plastic pipe. Probably to stop all this water, but it has been raining today, so we're going to head back, go back over the bridge and head up that path. So here we are at the heart of the quarry. I think this is Mordor, I'm not sure. Not Mordor as in the Lord of the Rings, it's the name of one of the parts of the quarries, but you've got some of the old inclines up in there, which is very cool. And then over there, there's a tunnel to get to the other side of this, but as you can see, there's a nice shiny new fence going all the way around. And I have seen people on YouTube going through that little bit where the barbed wire is and then climbing up, but it's too treacherous. Probably again, if I was an experienced rock climber, then yes, but we're getting up to the bit where I wanted to be. So we go up here and I'll show you what's up there. So here we are on, which I think is the main part of the quarry, because these here are what's left of some of the old workshops and the old slate processing place. And you've got the main incline going from the very top of the quarry, it comes all the way down to the bottom as well. Look at that, 1923. So it's not that old, to be honest. The quarry closed, I think, was in the 60s, I think. And all parts were, all machinery was all auctioned off. It's like I recently saw a post on Facebook of some quarry hunts little wheels, and then I asked the guy, how on earth would you get your hands on some of these? And he said he brought it from a guy who originally won them from one of the dinorwic auctions. So there's a bit of history there as well. Yeah, I'll look, see, I'll have a look through the door. It's obviously not much, well, just the outer walls are left now. It's all been rendered as well. Not much is left. And yeah, you see another quarry up over there. Nowhere as near as big as this one. No, but it's still cool. Look at this. I don't know if you can see. You can see here they've used rail as part of the strengthening. That's cool. So yeah, really, I'm only making this video just one to document where I've been and to show what was and what is left. And yeah, so let's have a look down here. Keep off. What does that say? Private land, keep off. Well, I think most of it's probably land. Oh, here we go. What's here? Let's go over to this side and have a little read. Yeah, as you can see, that's what it used to look like. That's these two buildings here. Is what these bits are. Is what these ones, well, were, I should say. It's changed. And that's what they used to look like. You can imagine all. Yeah, look, you can see where people went over. You can see in there, you would have had wagons, a line in here, people working along here as well. Yeah, let's see what we can knock over. It was only literally just hopping over that little tiniest fence, but straight away, a sleeper. It's to the correct gauge as well, 2 foot. But here we go. Here's what's left of the workshops of dinorwic. Just listen to how silent it is now. And back then you could imagine the noise and the motion and the movement of what would have been in and out of these buildings, and now what it is. Plod along. You can see obviously in the middle these concrete pillars would have supported a big roof, 2 apex roofs. You would have had people all along here and all along here and in the middle, processing, cutting and dressing the slate, getting it ready for when it's fresh off the quarry, getting it all ready to be sent down to be loaded, sent down to the actual slate quarry, the slate museum itself, to then be loaded onto the 4 foot gauge G.R.Railway, took down to Port dinorwic. It was then loaded back off onto narrow gauge and then loaded onto ships, or then loaded onto standard gauge and then shipped off all around the UK and around the world. So yeah, it's sad to think. Yeah, I'll just go over here. It's quite sad to think what's happened. I've noticed loads of thick glass on the floor. But anyway, it is very sad to know that what was once is no longer. Yeah, you can see it's been gas axed. And along there. It's a shame. And all this building to have one little tiny fireplace. And I don't know if you can see. Oh, wrong one. But can you see that little square? That would have supported a big axle which would have stretched the whole length of the building to power all the machinery. Yeah, such a shame. But you can imagine people working all along here. There would have been a line coming through where the slate would have been coming unprocessed and then loaded onto probably big table saws along there, because you see there's a big axle box over there which would have housed, well, obviously the big axle for the machinery, but yeah. And then probably on this side here was where, after it had been cut on the big table saws, it would have then been dressed. Loads of people, that's probably what all this was, what's left after it had been cut. But yeah, very cool but saddening at the same time. So here we are at the base of one of the main big inclines. As you can see, you've got the main path over there, and we just come over to have a look at the main part of the quarry. I'm not sure what these were, but again, there's not much left. I've seen videos where some of these walls were still up, but obviously, oh, they look like toilets because they've got tiles. But yeah, I've seen this building was a bit more built up on some videos what I've seen, obviously you've got kids, you get the weather, and them two mixed together aren't the best combination. So yeah, you can imagine what it was like back then. We're going to go over to that little hole in a minute, but you can see old wagons still where they've been for almost 70 odd years. Oh well, 70, almost 60 odd years now. But yeah, some new bags. There's obviously still something happening. You must get yearly or ever so often people come and inspect the place, make sure it's still safe. You can see, you can't see on the camera, but there's a goat all the way out there. That's where I want to be. I can't. But yeah, there's pictures of Alice coming through. I think it's this tunnel here or another one like it, and it's just an amazing place to be. It's starting to rain, but it's alright. Hopefully not that big cloud over there doesn't come over. That one stayed over there, to be honest. But yeah, you can just imagine the hive of activity that used to be around here, and now it's silent. So I think we're still up on this first level, and what we came onto the main level. But again, there's some rail over there, just left to rot. There's look like the remnants of a container of some sort. It's just starting to rain now, as you can see. I'm spitting, but I'm too hot to put my coat on, so I'm not going to rush to put it on yet. So yeah, got very peculiar. Look, I thought it was 3 inclines, but it's not. It's 1 incline, and they look like a support buttress. But there's loads of. It's like over there. I forgot to show you. There's a just a drop, like a hole. It's all filled in with slate, obviously, because it's like quarry. But it's just crazy. I think this is the site of where the rest of the mills were. Judging by the sheer size of some of these, the remnants of some of the buildings, I think this was the main processing plant for the slate. And you know, see where some of the wagon, I don't know what you would call it. Anyway, I forgot. But I don't know if you can see, but just up there, that is an engine shed. So if we can get up to that level, so we can have a closer look, that would be amazing. If we just come up to one of the levels of the incline, you've got a tunnel over there, and look what's over there. You're going to have a look. Be careful at the same time, obviously, because we want to be safe. Then sorry. So here we are at the mouth of one of the tunnels, which to get to one of the other parts of the quarry, this is where your locos would have come through and gone off. And what's cool is what you've got here, some of the air pipe and possibly water, I'm not sure. Oh, here, all the rocks loose. I think this is the remnants of the crane, I'm not quite sure. But either way, it's still cool. Look at that. Yeah, so you get a better idea on scale. It's so cool. So, turn the light on. Let's go in. Some more. Here's what's left. It's very dark. I have got a light. Let me just unclip it. Might not do anything, but wait, not flash. There we go. Walking on the old rails. I've got to say, the draft through here is lovely. It's like neighbour inside amazing. Oh, cables. Oh, just tripped over the rail. Ah, so it splits off two ways here. I'm going to follow the rail. Obviously they've exhausted that way and the rail carries on through here. Sorry for the quality of the camera, it's because I'm filming off my phone. Yeah, it looks like a collapse. So, probably not going to carry a bit further on, but it is still very cool. What's that say? Go to water. Yeah, I'm okay. Oh, look what they say. Old tools. What is this doing? There we go. Yeah. So that was cool. Get a nice photo of it along here. On the mouth of to one of the other tunnels, the one literally we just come on from that side, I've come across this. It looks to be some sort of I don't know, some kind of a steam engine, because you've got your main bit where your piston would have went on, and then if you move these, that's your eccentric, and then there's another one on that side. So this is probably like off a, I don't know, a double axing, I don't know, a twin cylinder engine, I'm not sure. Still very cool. So going into this one, it's more shallow, and this looks like not a very used one. Oh, it's a bit wet. Let's have a look, see how deep it is. Oh god, that's low as well, that is. Well, if I put the phone up to my height, that's what I see. I have to bend down to have a look. That's cool. I wonder what's down there. But some of that water looks quite deep, so I don't fancy going in there. But still, very cool. Let's go up and have a look. So we've just come out of that tunnel, and I've seen this, so I thought come and have a look. And it's got some rail still there. I don't know why there's just odd bits of rail everywhere, but I'm not sure. It's like there's some over there as well. There's also a chair in there as well, off one of the sleepers. But yeah, I'm not going to go in there because you can see there's not a fat lot holding that up there, so let's just walk away. Still very cool. I'll come up here actually and show you a bit of the incline. How it goes up. Look at that. Isn't that side to say? Obviously, comes all the way down. Then carries on down and down and down until you get down to the main workshops, which is just over there. Just thought I'd show you as I was walking along. I seen there another rubbish wagon. It's cool. It probably fell off when they were, I don't know, emptying it, because that's where it would have been emptied up there. Probably fell off, and it's been there ever since. You'll never know. So I've made it up there. I was going to follow the path, but I didn't know it'd come all the way up, so I came up the incline stairs. But we're here. We're on the sound level. That's where I wanted to come. Just clamber down that little bit, and we're inside the what I believe is the extension. The old beams, the old roof beams. It's cool. Make it through here. Oh no, you can't actually get into it. Oh. Well, we need to get onto that side. So I'm going to see if there's a way around. So it looks like we're on quite a untouched part of the quarry. This isn't where they found Alice. It's in too much of a ruin. If it is, then it's a shame because it's not going to be lasting long. This is starting to collapse and it's pushing that wall in. So, and then all there is going to collapse soon. And yeah, it's such a shame. But I did find on that piece of slate over there a head of a pickaxe, which I think was cool, and a bit of link, which probably off a coupling, I'm not sure, or a link of a chain. But look at this. That's cool. You can imagine, would have had your rail over the side and follows this around. So I'm going to follow this around, see how safe it is, and if I spot anything I'll let you know. So I think this is as far as I'm going to walk, as this is a waste tip and these are obviously the most fragile parts of the quarries. But you can see, you've got sleepers, and just underneath the slate you can see where the line would have went off, and it splits off into two around just about there. It splits off into two, one come there, one along here. Yeah, there's one there. And then walk back. I would try to go up there. I don't know if you can see, but there's like buildings and up there. But I'm too tired. I've gone tired, so I'm gonna probably start heading back. And yeah, well, there's the village of dinorwic. Sorry about the wind. And quite a few of them buildings are abandoned as well. Because what the quarry owner done, he's with the quarry, when the quarry was active, he would give them plots of land over there, and that's where you had the dinorwic tramway as well, which of course served the village, taking the miners and the quarrymen to the quarry from home. But yeah, just seeing if there's anything else, and I don't think there is. Yes there is. I've just spotted. I'm not going to go over to it because it's over there. See that? It's another crossover. That's obviously, this is where they have the wagons, bring them along here and empty them over there. But yeah, so I'm going to stop filming until something else pops up. I think I'm going to have to call it an end to this video and an end to this walk. I managed to make it up to the engine shed, but it got a bit too treacherous, and I'm starting to run out of water. I would do what they're doing, going all the way up, but nah, I'm not risking it because I am thirsty and I need a drink. Probably a glass of water and a cider, nice pint of cider. But yeah, it's been an absolutely amazing day. Weather's doesn't know what to do with itself, but it's just amazing to see that what is left is still in relatively good condition given its circumstances. Obviously some parts are unrecognisable, but then some parts like the engine shed, like that one building we seen where they had the blacksmith set up in there, that was in amazing condition, and to see the engine in there as well was amazing. And yeah, so what I'm doing now, I'm going to be walking back, just following this path, which it goes all the way up to the top of the quarry, but I'm going down, all the way down to the bottom now. So thank you for watching, and there shall be some more updates soon on some frequent. I'm going to put a little photo complaint. I don't know how you say it. A collage, a video collage together to show what sort of photos I've got. And yeah, this is the Dinorwic quarry, and I am G.R.Railways. Thank you for watching.